Jai Hind everyone. Today we are starting a new playlist that is Static GK. In that, the first topic is international conventions. Further, these videos will be made considering the pattern in FCAT because there have been very many PYQs regarding the static GK. So this is the reason behind creating this new playlist. So let's get started. And the first topic for today is international conventions. The first one is Kyoto Protocol. So, what is Kyoto Protocol? The Kyoto Protocol was made in 1997. In my opinion, the years, remembering the years, isn't necessary as far as considering the questioning in the FCAT. So, we'll basically focus on the reason behind each convention, and then we'll just try to see the year it was done in. Okay, so the first one is Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto Protocol is concerned with reduction of greenhouse gases. So basically, Kyoto Protocol is greenhouse gases reduction. It was in 1997. And the next one is Montreal Protocol. Uh, in Montreal Protocol, the main motto of this protocol is regulating the production and use of substances that can lead to the depletion of ozone layer. So it was done in 1987. The first one, Kyoto Protocol for greenhouse gases reduction, and the Montreal Protocol is related to substances production and their use that can lead to ozone depletion. And the next one is Nagoya Protocol. This is also Convention on Biological Diversity. It is basically regarding fair and equitable sharing of benefits from utilization of genetic sources. So Nagoya Protocol is about genetic resources and biological diversity. And the fourth one is Cartagena Protocol. The Cartagena Protocol is basically about biosafety or biosecurity from handling, transportation of modified living organisms in modern biotechnology. So, Cartagena Protocol is about biosecurity in modern biotechnology, and it was done in 2003. And the fifth one is Ramsar Convention. I'm sorry. It was in 1971, and it is basically the motto is to promote the conservation and wise use of wetlands. So in India, currently there are 96 Ramsar sites, means the wetlands that are included in the Ramsar Convention. So the Ramsar Convention is about conservation and wise use of wetlands. And the next one is Vienna Conference. This is also related to ozone layer depression. But what is the difference between Montreal Protocol and Vienna Conference? In Montreal, we are regulating the production and use of substances that can cause ozone depletion. But in Vienna, it is specific. It is about protection of ozone layer depletion from hydrofluorocarbons. In Montreal Protocol, related to all the substances, but in Vienna Conference, it is specifically about hydrofluorocarbons. So this is the basic difference between Montreal and Vienna Conference. And the next seventh one is Basel Conference. It is related to hazardous waste control regarding the movement, the transboundary movement, and the disposal of hazardous waste, because we have seen where the medical or anything that is hazardous is being dumped into various places. So this conference regulates that. So the Basel Conference is about hazardous waste control. And the next eighth one is Stockholm Conference. The Stockholm Conference was conducted in 1972, and it was the first effort by all the countries to protect environment at an international level. So this was the first attempt by all the countries to protect environment at international level. That is Stockholm Conference in 1972. This conference also led to establishment of United Nations Environment Program, that is UNEP. So this is about Stockholm Conference. And the next one is Minamata Conference. Minamata Conference is about Minamata is in Japan. So it was in 2013 that it was held to reduce the mercury pollutants. We know that mercury is hazardous, or we can say harmful to human beings, and the disease caused by mercury is also called as Minamata. And the next one is Kigali Agreement. Kigali Agreement is like an amendment to the Montreal Protocol. It was done in 2016 and it is related to phasing down the production of hydrofluorocarbons. So in Montreal Protocol, it's related to regulating production and use of substances that deplete the ozone layer. But in Kigali Agreement, it is related to phasing down of production of hydrofluorocarbons. And the next one is Sendai Framework. It was in 2015 in Japan that there was a disaster risk control framework for the years between 2015 and 2030 to prevent new and reduce existing disaster risks. So the Sendai Framework is related to disaster risk control. And the next one is Bonn Convention. Bonn is in Germany. It was held in 1979. It is related to conservation of migratory species of wild animals. So bone of wild animals. So you can relate and remember it like that. So bone is bone of wild animals who migrate. So Bonn Convention is about conservation of migratory species of wild animals. And the next one is Marpol Convention, or if you want to have to remember it, we can marine pollution. So Marpol Convention, it is related to prevention of pollution by ships. It is held in 1978. And the next one is Conference of Parties, that is COP. COP is always in headlines or in the news for some or other reasons. Recently, COP30 also was held in which country? Brazil. So Conference of Parties, it is the decision-making body of United Nations Framework Convention for Climate Change. So COP is the decision body of UNFCCC. It was held established in 1994. And the next one is Stockholm Convention. Stockholm Convention is different from Stockholm Conference. Stockholm Conference, it was the first effort by all countries to protect environment at international level. But Stockholm Convention was held in 2004 to reduce the persistent organic pollutants in the environment and also to protect human health and environment from persistent organic pollutants. And the next one is CITES. CITES is Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna. So what is the full form for CITES? Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna. And the next one is Rio Summit. Rio Summit, Rio Summit, which is also called as UN Conference of Environment and Development, was held in 1992. It led to the establishment of UNFCCC. Rio Summit was also called as Earth Summit. So Rio Summit was held in 1992. It is also called as Earth Summit. This is the UN Conference of Environment and Development, and it led to the creation of UNFCCC.